Hello, welcome to Bay of Funny Fortunes, everybody. Thank you very much for coming in and coming in to view your reading. This is for Aquarius mid-month, August 2019. I'm in my own window here, so I can't see you guys as you're coming in and saying hello, but hello, everybody. I'm going to get right into the shuffle, I guess. We'll start with that. I can actually pop over to see what's going on here as well. Let's see here. There's a couple people here. I've got to do a share to Facebook first. I forgot. My bad. I'm glad I'm getting you guys done tonight, Aquarius. It still leaves me with 5 more to go before they're all finished. So I need to make some good time. There. All right. So let's see who we have here tonight so far. Hello, Ghost. Yes, our full moon. Yeah, I took the system outside. Hello, Aqua Butterfly. Hey, Dre. CCD. Welcome. Adventure Star. Hello. Hello, Cindy. Cindy G. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Let's see here. It's kind of getting late at my end, but let's I can shuffle while I talk to you guys, but this is a general reading. Okay, please remember that. It may hit home for you, may not at all. Bits and pieces might, maybe nothing will at all. And I encourage you as well, if you're not connecting with me as a reader, there has to be about 200 of us on here now. Just you go right ahead, and I encourage you to find and keep going through the videos. You'll know right off within the first 5 minutes if you're connecting with the reader or not and their energy. Keep going till you do, because it's an experience like none other. Don't settle. Don't settle. And you've got a lot to pick from. It's a huge community here on YouTube. Hello, Nile. Hey, Leisure Ghost. Yes, it is on a full moon. Aren't you guys lucky? Me too. It really moved me looking at it when I had everybody out there and they couldn't see the beauty I was seeing because this camera only picks up so much and everything looks further away in a camera. I don't have the ability to zoom in. If I did, it would distort the picture. The surf's up now. I was trying to have people listen, but it was so soft earlier, I don't think the camera picked it up. And now it's picking up because the tide's coming in. It just took my breath away. It makes my heart ache. The beauty of it is heartbreaking beauty. It's a beautiful thing. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, little Tony's mommy. I've seen you popped in last night as well. I think you were here, little Tony's mommy. Aquarius Sun and Virgo rising. Wow. Well, let's see what's going to go on here. Readings are all over the board. None of them are alike. There's no common theme with these mid-month readings at all. Oh, that's surf out there. I just want to be on the beach, even in the dark. Maybe a little campfire going. Taking pictures of the moon on the water. It's slow moving tonight. I can't believe I'm still able to see it because it's following the elliptical line. When it comes up in the east right here in front of me, I watch it rise. and then it dances across the sky. And west is way over here behind the mountain. So that's where it's going, and that's where it sets. But I only see it till it's about here. Kind of like southwest, closer to southwest, and then disappears on me. But it's messing with the meteor showers as well. It's washing the sky out. They're very hard to see. I might step out on my front deck maybe before I go to bed and take a boo. There's no lights on that side. It's very dark. It's a great spot for viewing. I can usually see the Milky Way hanging over my house. So that's always pretty cool in the summertime. Oh, did you watch Virgo's reading, did you? Okay. Yeah, I know, Cindy, yes. You can't connect. CC, what do you mean you can't connect, dear? This is for Aquarius. This is a 5-card spread for anybody that's new to the channel. These spreads always cover your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising, your Venus, and any other planet you want to tack on there. Go right ahead. These are general readings, as stated, may or may not resonate with you. Right here. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on. This is where I'm going to cut. Where's Lilith? Come here, my dear. Spirit, please use. And come forward. You're waiting. Lilith, are the top 5 cards, this is deck stands, the cards that are meant for this general public reading for the sign of Aquarius for mid-August 2019. Are these the cards that are meant for this general public reading? She's not straying from a big fat yes, people, so I'm not going to waste any more time. And there we go. I'm going to lay the cards out, and then I'll take a bit of a break before I begin and get into the reading. This whole thing burned away. All right. All right. I'm going to bring the camera down. I'm going to get into my own window because that's my real-time window. There we go. All right. All good to go. Very first card, your overall energy. My beautiful Aquarians. Oh, you've got new beginnings with the Fool. That's your overall energy the last 2 weeks here of the month. Your next card, your wealth and finances. Ooh. 9 of Cups. Wish card. One of my favorite cards. Love it. Your third card is your hearth, your home, and your relationships of all kinds. Oh my God, you guys, you got my #1 card. My favorite. Literally the #1 card. A beautiful manifester. The Magician. Holy moly. Wowzers. Your next card are your challenges, and I'll say, should there be any with the way this reading's going? And I wouldn't say there really is at all. You got the 7 of Cups, all about possibilities. That's wonderful. You're not pigeonholed. You're not backed into a corner here with that card. Your last card, your message from Spirit. You got the card that represents Cancer. And it's all about the chariot and movement. And it is beautiful for you. It's a beautiful card. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There is your spread for mid-August 2019, Aquarius. All right, so let's break her down. Let's break her down. Let's break her down. What's going on here? Let's see. You and me, Miss Ghost. You and me. Do you know what, Cindy G? There's not a day, and I'm in my 10th year being here, and I've been alone for the last year and a half since my husband passed away. It won't be 2 years until November, so I've been alone all that time. So I've been spending the last 9.5, I guess, into 10, right? There's not a day. The first morning I woke up in this house, there was a pink sunrise. And Eric came in and woke me up, and he said, "You really want to be up?" And I came out, and the whole front of this house right here, it was so intense, it pink flooded my kitchen and my living room. And I was in a deep sleep. This was our first morning. We were really tired. I worn right out from moving. And I walked over and stood in front of the glass there in the windows. And I faced east. And I looked out. I couldn't speak. And he kept saying, "Pretty, isn't it? Isn't that something? Just imagine there's so many more to come." I can't even speak. And the tears are rolling down my face. And all I'm feeling is the world of gratitude, and how did I ever get this lucky? Every day, usually more than once a day, I face east, and I put up gratitude, and I put up thanks for being here for another day, to being a part of this piece of land, this place that I was called to every day. I know I'm lucky. And I know the thing with luck, you can run out real quick too, and suddenly. So that's why I appreciate every moment here. The day that I would be where I would have, for some unforeseen reason, being forced to move. It's, there's nothing I can do to stop it. I have to go. That's the day you can start sealing my coffin, and I know that. I wanna have my last days right here. I was called here, and I don't feel it's time to leave yet. So, hello, King Sequence 2. Thank you, Alasia. Hi, Shauna Lee. Are you staring at the moon right now? Where are you at, Shauna Lee? Where are you? Where are you located? Just give me your state or province or wherever you're located. Hi, Michelle. Thanks for stopping in again. It was the day when that first morning here was amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing. And the whole move was meant to be. Normally, moving is very chaotic, very stressful. We had a whole month to move things in, so like at least once or twice a week, we would take a small load and bring it up from the city, and we get everything set up. So the last weekend of May of that year, we said we're all moved in. We paid our rent already for the month of June. And we said, "Can we move in now?" And they said, "Sure, knock yourself out." So we moved in, and it was the easiest move we've ever made in our lives. It was so easy. Everything about it was perfect and good and right. And I knew that we were called here. I wrote a whole story about it. I have a blog, and I wrote about it. I included it in another story that I was writing, put it that way. Thank you very much, Tammy Ladwig, and welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the reading. Oh, really, Alasia? Really? Okay, well, you're welcome. You're on the coast of Maine. We're looking at the same moon at the same time. I'm just up the coast from you in Chance Harbor in New Brunswick, just across the border. So, oh, I'm behaving, yeah. Why, did you see my little flip out the other night, Michelle? Michelle is Intuitive Candles. Hello, Raka. Welcome back. You must see my little meltdown the other night over the smoking. Yeah. Your family's from New Brunswick. Oh, well, how cool is that? What a small world. You're in New Hampshire, Cindy. I love hearing where everybody comes from. It's just amazing to me. I'm just gonna, if you've been following, and I think that's what Michelle Intuitive Candles is referring to, if I'm behaving, because somebody made a really stupid remark about me smoking, and I went off the deep end a little bit, just a little bit. Could have been worse. And when I was talking about it in the following video after that, I just looked straight and I said, "That's enough of that. I'm not focusing on that negativity anymore." And then I started to put the cards out, and I went, "Well, wait a minute. If smoking offended that person, what would she do if I lit up a great big fat spliff? Because it's legal here. I wouldn't get in trouble for it, you know. And there was a viewer that was watching the whole reading from start to finish. He's a regular kind of a thing. And he'd been quiet. He talked to us earlier when the reading first started, and I thought he was gone. And when I said that, what would you do if I did that? He pops his head back up out of nowhere and he says, here's what I would do. I'd say, pass it on. It was fun. It turned into something kind of like whatever, but I'm not here to be judged for my habits. This is my worst one, and it's the one I do have to do some work on to get rid of. So that's that. But I'm not making apologies for who I am, what my habits are, what words come out of my mouth. That person, all they took from that whole reading, and that's their sign, was me smoking. Is that all you? Is that really what you took? You guys hear that? Can you? Some big surf coming up. It's beautiful. I can still see the moon. I don't know what's going on here. Normally it's gone by now. But it's really, really big here tonight. That might be why. That's amazing. Every time I look up, I expect it to be gone, but it's still sitting there. Hanging there, we'll say. Oh, is that where you guys went, Michelle? New Hampshire? I hear it's a pretty part of the country. Hello, Adventure Star from South Florida. Oh, thanks, Adventure Star. Thanks, Cindy. Right? Yeah, like if that's gonna, like, you don't belong here in my circle, that's for sure. If that's how you are, it just doesn't. The whole thing was kind of weird, and I might have even overreacted, but there's another member that comes in and watches the readings, and she had just come in before that, and she's full of piss and vinegar. She's funny. And when that woman said that, smoking's bad for you, she popped right in on top of her and said, oh, smoking is so good. And it cracked me right up. I couldn't help it. It did. It just cracked me up. I just told the woman, you don't like what you see here? You don't need to see me. Listen to my voice. Listen to the reading. Walk away with the reading under your belt. There you go. If you're in here and that's all you're taking from this, and you don't belong in here, and I'd like it if you leave. Get the hell out. I wasn't nice about it, I swore. So, you know something too? Yeah, Andrea, I'm feeling the same thing, my dear. Feeling an energy from the moon. It's beautiful. Hi from North Carolina, Cheryl. Yes, Andrea, true that. What was I going to say here? It went right out of my head. I don't know what it was. I know one thing I'm going to do. If I don't do it now, then it takes me 20 minutes to do it later. And that is writing the time when the reading actually begins. The time stamp. I just need a piece of paper. That's all I needed. There we go. I had my table all cleaned off and it's all a mess again. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. Did you miss it? Oh, that's okay, Jennifer. I haven't started yet. I've got the cards laid out, though. And I got a pen and a pencil to put the time stamp in there as well. You're smoking a cigarette, are you, Alicia? Good for you. Thank you very much, Lauren. I appreciate that very much and wish the same for everybody else. And there goes Shauna Lee. We're all going to smoke everybody else out here tonight. Yeah, there are. I didn't think they were showing on the video when I took you guys like all outside to see the moon. So I turned and was coming in. I could see the stars scattering between the trees, and I kind of aimed the camera. I said, you probably can't see it, but I had to go back into the video, replay it, and find where put the timestamp for the reading. And I come across that, and damn, you could see the stars. I was surprised. So it's just gorgeous here tonight. Nobody should be sitting in around here, not with this beautiful beach down here, the surf up and loud and proud, very warm. There's no wind. It's a very still, calm, warm, comfortable night. I shouldn't even be here. I should be down there. But anyways, it is what it is. Okay, yep, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be here. Michelle, you smoking a bowl, are you, Kathleen? Right on, sister. Good for you, Andrea. If you're from here, you need to come home once in a while just to keep things in order. Yeah, I can't drink, Cindy. And I grew to adjust to the taste of alcohol, the taste of beer, hooch, whiskey, and all that stuff. But since I became diabetic, I have to shy away from that. It's like poison in my bloodstream. I can't. I can't go near alcohol at all. I can drink one certain kind of beer, and I've had up to 3 and had no problems. And then one night, I had a few shots of peach schnapps. I was sick for 6 weeks from it, so I can't go near it. Best audience ever. Thank you, Raquel. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Hello, Mark. How are you doing, Mark? Welcome back. Do you like the beer? Do you, Tony's mommy? Okay. Good night, Michelle. Sleep well. Intuitive candles. Yeah, booze and we don't, you know. Yeah, that's dangerous too. There you go, Jennifer. You know what I'm talking about here. The dangers of a diabetic, somebody that's insulin dependent, especially dabbling around with alcohol. No, there's no need for me to be anywhere near alcohol. I do crave a beer once in a while. And I'm one of these people, I never could. I can't have just one beer. I have to have 2 at the very least. 3 or 4. That's what it used to be. But I always have to. I can't have 1. I've got to have 2. 1 gives me an upset stomach, and 2 makes everything all right again. So, yeah, I was just, somebody else was here, and they were here for the weekend, and they brought it. They said, here, have a couple shots or whatever, and I didn't agree. Anyways, it was the alcohol that attacked me, so. No. She said she was in, I'm pretty sure she told me she was in Southern California. Her name, her first name was Cindy. She said, well, I noticed people were asking where I was, and I'm pretty sure, because she sent me an email. She said, if anybody can think of anything to help, she said, I am in Southern, and that's all she put. And I wrote back to her, I think I did, and Jesus Christ, I hope I did. I get really caught up sometimes, and I miss off a lot of stuff, and I don't mean to. But no, I haven't heard back from her since then. Why are you crying, Bradley? Bradley, what's wrong? I'm okay in the moment, Mark. Thank you very much, Mark. Hope all's well with you, too. What's going on, Mark? Or Bradley, sorry. Bradley Sims, or what's going on? Oh, are you drinking? You having a few? You mean a real club? Or are you in the club of people that are crying a lot? Like, which way is it going here? Is that right? Aqua Butterfly? Okay. I had a rough day yesterday, so I put up the way that I was feeling due to my circumstances for the day. They weren't very good. And I was actually, my stomach was burning, the pit of my gut was burning. It was just, things were bothering me that bad. So once I get into a reading, though, all that lifts and goes away. And I come back in better shape after a reading than before I went into it. Okay, we're getting right into it, Bradley. You're right. Hold on. Your very first card. What is the time? I need to note this. We're in at 24 minutes. All right. There. I could timestamp it for everybody coming in to watch the replay. All right, your very first card, everybody. Here we go, Bradley. All right. Yeah, I'm not going near the juice. None of it, Cindy. The Fool. It sounds like a kind of a negative, offhanded kind of card kind of thing, but it's not. It's really good. It's about new beginnings. The only thing, the big message and the big flag with this card, And I think it's right across all 78 tarot deck cards, right? No matter what the cards are. And what it is being careful about your choices. Allow yourself to be led by the universe. Destiny's occurring here. Following your intuition, using your common sense, using logic in the picture as well. It's not all about feelings. Not everything is. Some are very logical, intellectual things that are going on that are going to be coming up for some of you. It's a, you know, artistically, there's a lot going on. Just within the graphics of the card, I just got the hiccups for some reason. God, that's awful. What this card is bringing to you right off the get-go, Aquarius, it's here to tell you, this is for some of you and may not apply to everybody, but you're on the brink of a brand new path. Don't stop now. Don't turn around and go back now. Don't quit now. You have no idea how close you are. There's something wonderful coming your way. And making a significant change in your everyday life, your everyday outlook, for the better. Having a new rush and a new sense of belief that there is better. Feeling very pumped up about it. Very hyped up, no matter how bad the day even goes. You're going to be seeing that and feeling that, saying, I don't care what's happening right now. Let all this bad crap come and let's get through it. Let's get over it and let's get done with it. And let's get on to the good stuff here, because you can smell it. You can almost taste it. It's so close. So please do not give up. There's a brand new path in life that's waiting you. A wonderful chance is awaiting you. All right, but you have to be moving in the right direction. You need to follow your destiny with this card. You need to follow your destiny with this card. What that means is giving up a certain amount of control and trusting in the universe, right? And allowing it's almost like creating a recipe. You've got the universe and the destiny omni. Everything is one. And things are coming your way. Things are going to be changing. I'm hearing it's like a fine recipe coming together. Oh my God, and the words were right there and they just slipped right out again. Oh, bring them back. Please tell me again, because it made so much sense to me. It was a wonderful metaphor. It's a mix of the metaphysical and energies that are coming in that are going to be affecting you, but you somehow have to work in your logic and your intellect with that to make it work. The rest is left to the universe. Don't force issues. Use your intuition. It's something, if you're up to something, you're doing something, you're attempting something, and you're wondering which way to go, or what to do next, or how to begin. You're asking the universe, just lead me. Don't try to force something to happen. If you find there's force going on, you need to back up and let the chips fall where they may. And that's the universe's way of saying, let us lead you for a little bit here. Give up control. Have complete trust in the universe. When you're communicating with the universe as well, make sure that your emotions are raw and they're bare and they're there. And you willingly opened up, even though the universe knows every molecule, every atom that makes you up. You have to show that act of opening. Bearing your raw soul wide open. And putting it out there, what you're trying to manifest into your life. What you're trying to bring to yourself. That's heavy stuff, but that's a challenge, trying to move in with logic and intellect. Your feet planted on terra firma, and you're working with the metaphysical and these beautiful energies coming in as well. And it can be a hard horse to ride. It may not be easy and it may not be smooth, but that's what's coming in for some of you. Hi, Stephen. Welcome back, Stephen Clyde. Maybe it is. Only you can really answer that. Ponder on that. Talk to the universe about it. I'm a big proponent of people. Really, I'm serious. I can't say it deeply enough in the importance of your communication with your creator, with your universe. I can't say it enough. And everything the world is run from with what? Love. And love is what? An emotion. And the world spins and drives on emotion. We need to be open and vulnerable to the universe. And actively and voluntarily let that come in. And that's the way it works. And there's more that goes to it for those that aren't familiar with that. But we all need to do that to be the best we can be and to receive the help and leave ourselves welcome and open to any help that comes in, any direction at all. Thanks, Andrea. Yes, but you're right. What you said, civilization of faith is so very hard. I heard, you know what I heard what I saw right in your sentence was the word weak. Cultivation of faith. In a lot of areas still in the world is very, very weak. The problem is we try to individualize it and say this is the way to go, even if we don't follow any established religious order. You know, like me saying about the universe, trying to get people to go, that's kind of like the same thing. But you decide at the end of the day, because we're all unique and we're all individuals, but yet at the same time we are all one, right? That's what I believe anyways. And anybody else believe what you believe. I'm not trying to change anybody's beliefs or anything like that. This card can represent this new chance. Could be for you. It could be, like I said, you're to follow your destiny here, not fight it. Remain in the now. Work at staying in the now as often as you can. That's a very powerful, powerful place to be. Can I be blunt? Shit starts happening when you start staying in the now. You watch. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in any way. Stuff starts rolling out, and usually good. Very powerful. Things that you've been harboring, holding on inside, not sharing, maybe with secret desires and wants, all of a sudden can start appearing for you. That's what I've experienced. Stuff where I was slack-jawed. And you're saying, but I was in a situation and one time I did that. That's what I do. That's my ritual. It was a miracle. How can you undo something that's already been done? And it's written in stone. It's a fact. It's recorded. It's stamped. It's sealed. It's over. It's done. And you get up the next day after a period of strong, intense manifestation, and to find out all of that had been just disappeared. Like it never happened. What the hell? I swear to you, the universe knows I'm telling the truth. Not exaggerating. I'm leaving a lot of stuff out. And it amazes me. No dream is ever too big. It's a good idea to stay realistic, stay in the now, as I said. Use your intellect when it's needed. Use your logic when it's needed. Try to fit that in with the metaphysical. It can be a challenge, but it can be done. It's, in other words, you're being led by destiny. Follow that. But when your intuition, partway through, whatever it is you're doing, wherever you're going, partway through, your intuition starts to sing, you're to stop and pay attention. This is your part in it all. Do you stay or do you go now? Do you take that chance, that opportunity, that choice, or no? You need to listen to your intuition and also trust that destiny's not going to lead you the wrong way. The universe is not going to harm you. It's not going to lead you the wrong way. Oh, wonderful for you. Diana, wonderful. That's wonderful to hear. Yeah. You need a breath of fresh air to come in. Is what you need. You need something new coming into your life, little Tony's mummy. You need inspiration. Little Tony's mummy is what you're saying, and that's what you're looking for. And this card's going on way too long. Oh my goodness sakes. Actually, the information coming through for you here is for you to make sure any dreams that you may have are realistic. And begin listening to your intuition that I just covered and went on about. Focus on your goals. Get some goals, create some goals, some targets, and focus on those things because it gives you more purpose. Don't let yourself be distracted by other people at all. You stay on the path that you're on. This is a time for you as well, is to start reinventing yourself. So transformation, reinventing yourself, that's what's coming forward here. It's all the same thing at the end of the day. There's a bright future in a brand new territory for some of you. A bright future in a brand new territory. Something you've never done before, something you've never experienced before, some place you've never been before. Some of you will be taking a journey as well. This could be a very personal, intimate, inward journey. But for most, if it would apply to you, you're taking a journey literally over land or over sea. And I'm not saying a cruise. I'm saying flight, air flight over an ocean. Over the Pacific, over the Atlantic, over the Indian, I don't know, right? But yes, it shows you're taking a big trip here. The advice of the card for you guys, look out before, if something is drawing you in, something's grabbed your attention and your curiosity is piqued, but you don't really have all the facts. You have some, or you have some knowledge about something, but not everything. Again, go inward. Connect with the universe, get that intuition fired up. If you like what you see and it all feels good, you're encouraged to go ahead and just jump right into whatever it is. Let your intuition be your guide. It's going to be your best friend. Your keywords are risk and innocence, departures, discovery, journey, and starting over. Of course, watch your step along the way. Be responsible, be accountable for everything that you do. I think I'm going to put one of these days up here, kind of referring to Aqua Butterfly 21. My way of doing, it doesn't mean it's the right way. It's the right way that works for me. It's not right nor wrong. On manifestation, look, I'm telling you, I wrote a piece in my blog, and it's called The Secret. Everybody knows what The Secret's all about. And I was relaying my story and my experience with that book from the minute I bought it in the grocery store right up to the very end to when I moved here. And that's what it's called, The Secret. It's on my blog. If anybody ever wants to read it, it's you just go www.tapley's Turn of the Tide at blogspot.ca. I'm pretty sure it's .ca, not .com. Anyways, there's a whole story there about how I came to live here, how I got introduced. I mean, I've had my gifts long before The Secret was even conjured up. When I was very, very young, I knew that there was something different. There was something, I could see things that nobody else could see, and to me it was just like logical, common sense. And other people, whereas Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang would say, everybody around me seemed dumber than a bag of rocks, when I could see things very simply. I could tell people, I could read people at the age of 3. If an adult came into the house, I remember one instance when that happened. A man came in, and my parents were in the living room. There was a couple of people in there. This man came in. Everybody was making over him. They're all shaking hands. How you doing? How you been? Blah, blah, blah. And I walked into the living room, and the second my eyes hit this man, I knew he was a bad man. Did anything happen later that I know? I don't know. I just know he was a bad man, and nobody else could see it but me. I knew that with every part of my being, and I couldn't understand why everybody was so happy to see this man. Why is everybody like this guy? Why is everybody so happy to see this guy? So these are the, I'm just saying, right? Hi, Tree Healer, welcome. Hey, Don Pede, Danielle, Nisa, hello, everybody, welcome. Card number 2, one of my favorite cards in the deck, and this should make everybody smile. Everybody. It's the 9 of Cups. It is the wish card. I'm feeling for somebody out there, 2, maybe 3 people this would apply to. Where this card has fallen into your financial sector and your wealth sector. Things are going to take a big turn here for you. Things are financially going to grow. They're going to expand. Any wish that you have been harboring and holding on to and holding out all against all hope that this is going to come to you someday, eventually, you'll get your wish. Now's the time for you to start kicking her down. Okay? Take it all the way out to high gear. Go all the way, baby, and open her up. Get your wish out there. Do it now. Get your wish out there. Tonight's full moon. And to ensure that, step outside if you're able to. Look up at the moon. Look up at the stars. Maybe you'll see a meteor that'll respond to what you're doing. And put your wish out there. And believe, believe, believe with every fiber of your being that you can bring this wish to you. You can manifest this wish. It's coming to you already. Put up the thanks as if you've already received it. Thank you for bringing that to me. Thank you for granting my wish. The other thing, do a smudge. Put a smudge up. It is the full moon. The other thing, you can put your, you can write everything down on paper. Get yourself a fireproof bowl or something and go outside. You can face the moon or you can face east. If you don't see the moon, face where you know east is and burn your question. And just let it go up naturally. Let the smoke and the ash be carried off. This is a very powerful night, is what it is. Good, Nisa. That's a really good thing to do. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Hi, Danielle. So anyways, with this card, it's all about it. It brings benefits of love because it is a card of emotion. It's cups. It's water signs are represented. So we're looking at wishes coming true. We're looking at all benefits of love that are coming together. Friendships are improving. There could be new friendships that are being created. For some of you, for most of you, you're feeling at this time that you were in a good place as far as support goes. I don't sense that anybody's feeling abandoned in the world. I'm not saying it's not there. I'm not sensing it. That's all I'm saying, and I could be very wrong. I probably am. What are the odds, right? That somebody is out there feeling that way. But for the most part, most of you, even if things aren't going your way right now, you do have a good support system, and you can feel safe within that. All right, because everybody wants the best for you. That's your support system. Okay. Harmony within the home. If it isn't now, it's going to be. It's just very, very subtly sliding in for some of you. Is harmony on the home front. There's a nice balance within the family. There's a feeling of contentment and a feeling of, yeah, I love these guys, but geez, I guess I like them too. You know, you couldn't imagine your life without them, right? It's that kind of a thing. And you're feeling grateful within your heart to have that because some people don't have that. How lucky am I? I have a family. I have a family life. This is beautiful and this is wonderful. And I really do appreciate it. You have to put the gratitude out there at times. Okay, Mark, all right. It's a beautiful thing now. You found two white feathers, did you, Linda? Okay. Well, thank you, tree healer. I'm a tree hugger. I'm a tree hugger. When this card comes up, it shows there's actually your social life is going to pick up and get a little busier, a little fuller than it's been as far as your social life goes. This card brings your relationships are flourishing. It doesn't matter who they are, if it's family, if it's friend, if it's a lover, it doesn't matter. Co-worker, relationships are flourishing. Okay, all right. So we'll give it straight. There's a couple of you, well, you will see a twinkling of that. It won't go full blown for you, but you will see a twinkle. There's a reason for that. You'll just catch sight of that. So, watch your ego with this card. Don't get smug. Don't be doing the I told you so to anybody. That's not very becoming. And you're being advised against that. Don't get smug. Watch your ego. Let your actions and your life and what you're doing speak for itself. And it's speaking loud and clear. There's no mistaking it. You're becoming more successful. You're happier. You're more content. This shows. So there's people out there that didn't support you, didn't believe in you, have been fighting with you, arguing with you, people that don't like you. You let the proof show in the pudding. All right? You don't have to say a word. You just let them watch. Just let them watch. You don't have to say anything, and that'll be enough. That'll be enough right there. The advice of this card for you, Aquarius, you're perfectly placed to make your dreams come true when this card appears for you. Now's the time, I told you already, to make your wish. Your keywords are happiness and support, love, entertainment, harmony at home, relationships, and a beautiful word. I haven't seen this word in any of the cards in a while, but this word says it all when it's used in the right context in your favor. I hear the surf out there is really loud. The word is abundance in all the best of ways. Abundance of goodness here for some of you. Your next card is my number one card, and he's literally the number one card in the deck. What we have here is the Magician. I love him so much. I love the energy of this card. Can you hear that surf, Linda? I'll pull you in a little closer and bring you closer to the window a little bit here. Like that. How's that? There's a good one. There's a good one. I love it if people can hear, because I love to share where I live as far as that goes. The textiles, the sounds, the smells. I really got into photography heavy 10 years ago when I moved here. It couldn't be helped, you know. Oh, I'm very... Oh my God, Don Pete. Oh my goodness. And that I feel honored that you feel that I remind you of your sister. Thank you very much. It's a very, very high compliment. Thank you. I'm very sorry about this though. 19, oh my gosh. Can you hear it, little Tony's mommy, as well? I'm really glad you can hear it. The June bugs are gone, and yeah, they're all gone. Thank goodness it's August, and I haven't seen one. Like, I'd go sit out there at night and have a campfire, right? But I'm too busy in here. I do it every now and again. I'll start a fire at night after dark all by myself, and I love every minute of it. I make a nice hot cup of tea, and I go sit down in front of the fire, and I just lose myself. I feel myself melting emotionally, mentally, physically. It's a release to just sit there and stare and feel the warmth of the fire, and staring into the flames, and the smells are beautiful. So there's nothing like it. Yes, it's also send our condolences. I'm really sorry, Dawn. That's just... so I'll send Dawn some healing energies her way to make the load a little lighter. It doesn't dismiss it or discern it or anything, but just to make her a little stronger in dealing with it. Bring her some healing. That's acute pain is what it is, because you couldn't control what happened. And I think when we lose somebody unexpectedly like that, we say we felt helpless. We couldn't be there in that moment to stop it or whatever, right? And we feel regretful, and regrets, they can eat you up like it's a cancer. Regrets are horrible, but there's nothing that could have stopped it. And there's no rhyme or reason. And maybe you'll never know. I don't know. But, you know, staring at campfire is beautiful, Emmy. Welcome, Emmy. Okay, so we got my favorite guy here. I got you guys pulled. I don't even know what it looks like here. I got to see where my real camera is for me. Where are we? Okay, we're doing all right. Did my lights burn out? My lights are dying behind me. They need to be recharged. Not right now, but they do for the next one. Um, I love sitting in front of it. I don't know many people that don't. I've got one friend that was in a bad house fire, and she can't stand the smell of a campfire. She won't have it on her property, or even a barbecue. The smell of the briquettes and all that reminds her. It brings her back. It's like a PTSD thing, right? So, but most people generally, if they don't have a hang up or anything like that, everybody likes a campfire, you know. Oh, Cindy, can you hear the surf too? Everybody can hear it. I am pleased. Yeah, most people say, "Oh, you stink like campfire." I say, "That's a stink of nature. Suck it up, princess." You know. Yeah, it gets in your hair and it's in everything. So you don't wash your hair or shower it off, and you go to bed. You wake up in the middle of the night, you can still smell that campfire. It's all over you. The Magician. I love this card so much, Aquarius. I'll tell you why. Because it reinstills the faith and the real hardcore belief that we have an inner power that is all our own and unique as we are. And he's here to remind us. And he's also saying, now's the perfect time. You want to start manifesting things? Now's the time for you to work on it. He's offering you all the tools that are ever going to be needed, like the 4 seasons that we live through for the most part of the world. There's 4 suits. So we have, in the foreground, we have the cups. That covers our emotions. It covers love. More emotional than anything. The second card that's laid out there is our wands, our staves, our rods, our sticks. They represent fire. They represent passion. Again, emotional, but it goes beyond that. Wands are a big, wide open that covers a lot of different areas of a person's life. Another thing it's known for, that it covers the practical things in your life and refers to the practical things in your life. Where you work, your job, that's a practical thing. Where you do your banking, that's a practical place. What do you own? You own your own home, that's a practical thing. Anything that doesn't bounce off emotional issues is a practical thing, pretty much. You know, there's fire and there's passion. There's risk taking, feeling the real, feeling that gumption. You know I can do this. There's nothing here that to say it 100% I can do this, but I just feel like I can. You know it's a risk. Some of you be really strongly tempted to take a risk. Some of you will walk through with the risk, and you will take that risk, and you'll come out the other side very, very wonderful. Are you talking to me, Mark? You're saying, if you don't mind me asking, where were you before? I'm so glad you guys can hear this. I just love the fact that you guys are listening real time. You're sharing this beautiful surf with me. It's wonderful. Relief is sweet. Yeah, it's fun. Anyway, so with him and his energy is present in your life right now. For almost everybody that's viewing this, anyone that's Aquarian anyway. And this energy, man, oh man, it's flowing free. It's free for yours, for the taking. It's beautiful. I'm still seeing the moon. I don't know how I'm still seeing it, but it's a slow moving moon, I can tell you that. Where the surface up, that means that the cove, the water that's in there, that's coming in, it's not sitting like a mirror, so you wouldn't get a really clean beam, but it certainly would illuminate the cove. It's going to be that type of night, because we've got cloud cover. It's going to be the type of night you could walk out with no flashlight. It's still dark, but light enough that you can see, because the moon is illuminating the landscape. Beautiful. You don't get nights like these all the time. And there are times I feel like life is passing me by on nights like this. I'm happy I'm here with you guys, don't get me wrong, but in a perfect world, That's where I'd rather be right now, is down there with the fire going and watching the surf come in and taking all the pictures I want. That would be wonderful. But you're being given, he's offering you, his hand is open in offering, right? His hand is open in offering all the tools that you will need. We've got the swords, and the swords are everything that's going on up here intellectually, our thought process, the way things work, what we're thinking about, what's weighing on our mind, choices that need to be made, decisions, which way to go, what do I do? What do I do with that person? What's going to happen? I mean, there's all these things that weigh on our minds never seem to shut down or shut off. And then we've got pentacles, which are about creativity and cha-ching, the scrolla, right? About money. So he almost covers, he covers just about every emotion, every human thing about us. Our intellect, our emotions, our passion, our creativity. All those cards, 4 cards that cover all of that. Not on my beach right now, there isn't. You can bet on it, Linda. You can bet on it. You are part of the group, aren't you, Linda? So you know all about our happening here. When we got invaded, that seaweed invasion and all that, so. Isn't that nice? You know what? My friend Ian lives in Glasgow. And I could say it's a rainy day here and the wind's blowing, it's gray. It's a crazy rain. And he'll say it's beautiful here in Scotland. Our weather usually goes opposite of each other. And it's funny because it's a beautiful night here too. For once we're on the same. Oh, before that, before Chance Harbor, Mark, I lived more in the city of St. John's, 30-minute drive, a highway drive from here. So that's where I grew up, in the city of St. John. I haven't always lived right. I grew up in St. John. I didn't start doing the countryside living thing until I got married. When I got married, and that was 17 years ago. He was a ferry operator. We have a free public ferry usage here. And we lived on a place called Kingston Peninsula, which is just across the St. John River from St. John. It's just a peninsula, and there's a whole world over there. It's about 40 miles long. I'm not sure how wide it is, but anyways, a lot of homes, there's some industries, some business, this sort of a thing. We live there. It's very beautiful, very, very beautiful. We lived there for quite a while, and it left up to him. We'd be moving every 6 months. He was one of these that said, I don't do that. When I plant my roots, I plant them deeply. I'm like an old oak tree. That isn't going to work for me at all. So, hence, everybody thought I'd hightail it out of here after Eric passed away suddenly. And I didn't. I said, no, I'm not going anywhere. I waited too long to be in a place like this. I belong here. I was called here. So. You're just outside of Glasgow, are you, Stephen? Oh, that's awesome. Wonderful, Linda. Where are you at, Linda? Where are you? My friend's in Johnston. In Johnston. You're in Ottawa. Okay, you're still within the country. You're a local then. You're in Canada. That's pretty cool. I'd like to visit Newfoundland sometime too. It's a whole nother province if you're, because it almost seems like you think that you're talking to Newfoundland right now. You're not talking to New Brunswick. I've never stepped foot in Newfoundland. I hope to someday. It's a bit of a day's drive anyway, so you have to take ferries and everything else. It's not that easy to get to. But Newfoundland's beautiful, and the rawness, and that's what New Brunswick is like too. Right in my backyard, it's raw. It's just raw beauty. It's not out to impress anybody. It's untouched, by man, basically. It is what it is. We don't try to make it into something that it's not. And 99.9% of the time, I'm the only one that uses that beach, and it's about 3/4 of a mile long. Do you know Johnstone? Okay, all right, Stephen. That's okay, Josie. People, it's wonder you didn't say Nova Scotia. We get that a lot. Nova Scotia is world famous because they really push on their tourism. New Brunswick, they go, where's that? Newfoundland. I've never heard of that. What a funny name. You know, this is what PEI. What the hell is a PEI? But you say Nova Scotia, and the whole world knows Nova Scotia. So, hello, Marvin. Welcome from Florida. Okay, so with this card, this is like having the money in your pocket. This is like being given the okay by the universe. And the universe is trying to tell you, Aquarius, is trying to tell you it's okay to believe and follow through with it. Don't wait for everything to come to you. You got to take an active part in it here, right? It's your life. You got to be in the captain's chair at all times. Your communication sector, you're going to be interacting with a lot more people than you normally would be. That's coming upon you quite quickly too. So this is all for the last couple of weeks, say of the month, right through the end of the month. So yeah, everything is on top of you. Like my raccoons are here. You're in the creative flow of life for some of you. Everything's going to pick up higher energy here, high activity, talking, texting, sending phone calls, sharing ideas. And you're going to have a lot of support for any efforts that you're putting in right now. You're going to find it surprising for some of you. I didn't know that many people were willing to help me out here. Who knew? Who'd have thunk it? The advice is now is the time for you to take action. And if you should, you will find success beyond a doubt. You will find success. So anything you've been holding back on, any plans that you wanted to roll out, now's the time to do it. Your keywords are brand new enterprises, money, communication, creativity, travel for some. Support's a big word with this card. You're not walking alone here. You're not alone. You've got the resources under your belt, you might say, to follow through with what you want to follow through. You just need the courage to do that and step it up a bit. So the next card we're looking at here. Oh, wonderful, Josie. Toronto and Cornwall. Okay, Mark. Well, that's wonderful. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like your name too, by the way. I don't know why. There's something about your name, Mark Galloway. Something pretty cool about it. Do you have any notoriety, Mark? Do people know who Mark Galloway is? Is there a certain group of people that know? Do you have any celebrity of any kind that you could put into that box of celebrityism? You're cutting an album, Stephen? Are you with some? Oh my goodness! In the States? You're kidding me. You know the video on YouTube, you probably know the one I'm talking about, is a Stand By Me, that old classic. And they've got the bass player in Italy. The singer is in like Seattle or something like that. And then they got this old guy and he's somewhere else in the dock somewhere and they're all doing their own part to bring one song together and they're all in different parts of the world. Piano going, you know, there could be somebody in China, that kind of thing, and they keep flashing to the different, whatever instrument is being highlighted in that moment in time, right? It's pretty cool. It's a bass player. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Man, you got to YouTube that, eh? When you guys get it together, I would enjoy watching that. I've actually got that song. Or is it, hold on a minute. I think he does a couple. He does Stand By Me. This man, he's singing like he's doing like a busker's thing. He's got the hat out of the guitar case and he's playing. He does that, Stand By Me. And the other song he does is Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. So he's got a whole CD out, I guess. So You want to do mission work. That's very honorable, Aqua Butterfly. Rockabilly's good. I don't like country music. I really don't. We had it shoved down our throats growing up as kids. I know every word, every flippin' song to every one of them, and they're all 30, 40, or 35 years old songs. I know every word, and I hate them. Oh, my God. But Rockabilly, I got turned on to that probably 15 years ago. You know what instrument I decided, or it just kind of hit me that I really enjoyed hearing it. I can't play it, but it's the banjo. Blows me away. Of course, I love a good harmonica piece as well, but the banjo, it's unique. And it is enjoyable to sit back and listen to it. I really, really like it a lot. You used to do the busking? Did you really? Good for you. You're living your craft then, weren't you? You're doing what made you happy. It's a wonderful thing. I'm looking at the Seven of Cups here. There's not much in the way of challenges other than you missing it, Aquarius. This is a card of possibilities. Sevens are all about possibilities within tarot. So it's almost like a double whammy because the prompt on this card is about having possibilities. So that is a good thing. I think it's cool, don't you, Linda? I really do, the way people come in and they're from everywhere kind of thing. What, Mark? What's so funny? You just got my question now? I said there's something catchy about your name. I don't know what it is, and I'm wondering, do you celebrate any sense of celebrity? Do people know who Mark Galloway is? You know, is there something about your name? I'm not picking up on what it is, but it's something that's caught my attention, and I don't know what it is. And it's not just your first name. It's not just your last name. It's the two names put together. Maybe there's a message coming through for you. I don't know. But no. Okay, you're not. All right. This card brings about is showing you that there's too many choices for you to make. And a lot of people don't. They're not comfortable with that. Some people want life to be cut and dry, and they want it to be easy. And that applies to any decisions or any changes or any crossroads they may be at. They want it cut and dry and straightforward. To give some people 3 or 4 options or choices on something, and they get to pick free and clear, they can't pick. They can't even narrow it down, and it's a nightmare for some people. While other people enjoy that, the more options, the more choices, the more interesting it's going to be, the richer the experience will be, and you get to pick the best of the best, the cream of the crop, in your opinion. So that's what this card here is bringing forth, is that if you're not with it, if you're not on the ball, you can miss a really good opportunity. Possibilities are there. For those of you who are in the naysay club, and there's things that you want to do, but you have no belief that it'll ever come to be, it's just a wild dream, just a daydream. It's never going to be true. It's never going to be real. That'll never happen. You're going to be doing an about face. Things are going to change. You're going to see the possibilities that it is possible. No matter what it is that you're looking at, it is possible for you. You want to grab onto that. It's kind of like in a translation, it's like being given all the hope in the world that you need to keep you buoyant so that you don't sink. This hope is going to uplift you, give you more confidence, and stronger belief in what can come. But it starts within you, and if you don't believe, then hey, it's only logical outside of all this that I would say to you, nothing's ever going to come of it because you've already made your mind up it's not going to. That's all you. So nothing to do with spirit or anything else. That's all you. All right? Hi, Franca. Where do you know? Yeah, and I smudge. Well, you guys see how much with every reading. And you don't see the private readings. And you don't see the emergency sometimes. The emergency smudge going up and everything is just like, and I'm going to just, oh my God, I can't handle this. I need to calm down. And I'll put a smudge up, and it does have a calming effect. Straightens my brain out so I can think more clearly is what it does. Oh, really, Dawn? That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And there's a lot of meanings for the name of Natalie. One of them is Child of Christmas, or it represents the nativity and it represents Christmas itself, but it says Child of Christmas, and that name suits me to a T. My mother wanted to name me Ciel. It's a French name meaning sky or heaven. People interpret it differently. And my last name, my birth name, was Bienvenue, which is on every billboard pretty much around the world. It means welcome. So I would have been heaven welcome or sky welcome, you know what I mean, had she gone that way. But my birth father had different words about it. And back in the 50s, you know, I was born in 59. Things were different. He said, you're not naming her that, you're going to name her Nathalie. It'll be Nathalie Marie Bienvenue. So that's what it is, but I'm, you know, I'm a real big Christmas time person. I know it's a pagan thing, but I do it up in my own way that I'm comfortable with and I'm happy with and satisfied with. But it's a special name. I would like to think so. Did you plant some? You know what, Jennifer? I did that last year. I planted my vegetables just the way Eric would have done it. I bought 3 different bedding plants. They were sage plants. There's 3 different ones. And it was successful. I haven't even been in a garden center this year, and here we are, you know, second week of August. And I'm going to miss that come the fall, is harvesting the sage and drying it and having that smell. Oh, well. Well, check them out, Josie. The Dead South. That could be Rocco. I guess we'll never know, right? She's a Capricorn. I'm a Cancer. Yeah, I was born July 10th, 1959. Whoops. I almost dropped it. So you got to be hyper aware. For some of you, this message is meant for you. You've been doing the lay low thing. And here's the thing, when you're laying low, all the good stuff's up here above you, and it's just flying over you, going about its way. And every time it happens, there's another opportunity gone, an interest gone, something you could have at least tried. Some of you are feeling, and you're not that far down, but you feel you are. You're so far down, you got to reach up just to touch bottom. You're not that far down. You're truly not. You got some work to do, Aquarius. And it's got to be positive stuff. You're going to bring more positivity into your life. You're just as deserving as the next person is. And you need to start believing that. Oh, is it really? I didn't know that, Jennifer. But you can use, that's what say you can put up a sage smudge. My smudges are mixed. I got a little bit of everything in there. Geez, you never know, Mark. That could be. I'm not feeling like a huge notoriety, a small one. Like a community, maybe they all know you. Maybe there's days they make you feel good. Everybody calls your names, kind of like the Cheers show. You know, go to a place where everybody knows your name, kind of a thing. It could be that kind of a thing. So you got to be on your toes, Aqua. Why was I going to call you Aqua? Not Aqua, but Aqua. You got to stay grounded. You'll be dealing with confusion, and for somebody, even almost, you can't even draw a fine line between fantasy and reality here, and it's leaving you confused. You got some work to do on your inner self. You need to know yourself at a greater level. So that's a wonderful card. Your last card we're looking at here. Are we into an hour? No way. That's 2 back-to-back, over an hour long. The Chariot and Movement is your message from Spirit that we have here. This is a card that's showing some serious progress being made from somebody, whoever this applies to. But you're working hard. You've almost got tunnel vision, looking straight ahead. And dealing with things as they come. You're not pre-anticipating. I don't think that's even a word. You're not anticipating anything that could be up ahead waiting for you. You're taking things as they come in the moment. If somebody is trying to really try hard to live in the now and to not think too far ahead because it's overwhelming. So don't do that. If something makes you feel bad, Don't do that. You deal with it when you have to deal with it. When the moment calls for something, then you deal with it. Or you're going to get overwhelmed. And you know what's going to happen when you get overwhelmed? You're going to freeze. You're not going to be. You're going to feel like you're wading through mud. Like everything is a huge effort. Everything is a huge getting up, feeding yourself, showering yourself. Everything becomes. You're getting overwhelmed. That's not healthy, and that's not good at all. There's nothing good about that. You've got to keep your belief there. You got to believe, like I said a minute ago, you really have to believe in yourself. But this card here is, as far as travel goes for you, very highly favored with this card. So things will go well. If any of you are planning on moving, and I'm feeling not just house, but it's mainly moving house or moving because of a job. There's a cause for it. Yeah, these will be connected to works of some kind. All aspects of your life are going to start rolling forward, moving forward. Balance is going to be needed. You need to treat people with care while you're on this journey of fast forward movement. Don't knock people's noses out of joint. Don't piss people off. Don't get too big with your ego. Know your place. I'm feeling you may get stressed and say, I wish people would just stop. I'd be further ahead if it wasn't for other people. You're feeling kind of like, what am I going to do? So anyways, but it is a card of energy and not sensitivity, so you need to keep that in mind. But this card is revealing very good timing on your on behalf of you. This is a card of being aware of your ego, and you need to continue to do that. It's going to be needed. This is a time for some of you to get your show on the road. It's a very good card. This message from Spirit is bringing a lot of positivity and a lot of can-do attitude, letting you know that you're capable. The advice of this card. Oh, wait a minute. Don't step on other people's toes if you expect to keep going forward and keep your show on the road. So this is tarot. Also, somebody may be in the line up for, and I hate you, you're getting a car or an automobile or something. Some kind of a new automobile coming into your life. The advice is to, this is time for you to get active and to move forward. Go forward with your plans. Should you have any plans, follow through with your dreams. Follow through with your intentions. Just watch your ego. This is a time of power for you and a time of motivation. There's going to be a lot going on for some of you that want to take part, that much activity into your life. It's up to you how much you let in, how much you follow through with. Your keywords here are journeys and a lot of determination for those of you that are taking an active front and center role in your own life. Willpower, progress, friction. There will be friction. You're living on planet Earth. Of course there's going to be friction as you go forward. And you'll have guidance, and you are being protected by the universe as well. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your mid-August reading. It should have never taken this long, but it did. It's okay. I'm going to timestamp it. I think, what was it, 24? It was 24 minutes. So we're now 1 hour and 18 minutes. It probably won't get many views because of that. They're going to say, oh, that's just too long. That's just too long. They won't even open it up to see that there's a timestamp. So that's okay. You guys are here. You guys are meant to hear this. I usually don't do stuff like that, Raka. Raka, my first impression, what I'm first hearing, is you have, yes, thank you very much, Lazia, thank you. Raka, first thing I saw was an older woman with a lot of graying hair, but it's long, and she's got it in a big bun in the back of her neck. She's got it in a big bun. She's a heavy-set woman. She looks like a grandmother. Hello, Erica. Welcome from Minnesota. Hi, San Francisco. Welcome, Trinity. I don't know if that's any help to you, Raka. But anyways, guys, that's your reading for the mid-month. I can't believe that the next readings I'm going to be doing are for September. That is just unbelievable to me. I can't believe it. Where'd the summer go? Where did it go? Are you a Cancer, Trinity? This was for a reading for Aquarius. Cancer is going to be the last one read. That's not going to happen until sometime, probably late tomorrow. I've got 5 more to do, I think it is. So, you're welcome, Raka. That's what I saw. A heavy-set woman, gray hair, pulled back, big bun in the back of her neck, overseeing things. It is crazy, Jennifer. It's crazy, crazy. You're welcome, Trinity. You're very welcome. You're welcome, little Tony's mommy. You're welcome, Alicia. I'm having a hard time. Elijah. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. Elijah. Or Il. You're welcome, Josie. I'm in enough trouble now with the time. Hour and 21 minutes. I hear a big plane going over. We do have an airport in the city of St. John, and that's probably about an hour's drive away. Easily an hour's drive. That's like a big Boeing 747 or something going overhead, you can tell. Yes, it is kitchen party. You know, the first time I heard that word is out of a book, a set of books, of 3 books that I read, and they do that. They do it twice through the book. They have that kitchen party thing. They feast, and they make their own music. They're playing mandolins and guitars and spoons, and there's a lot of stomping and dancing and stuff like that going. There's nothing better than a kitchen party. Nothing better. I'm live with all the readings now, Trinity. Yeah. It's good to chill and chat. I enjoy it. Thank you, Linda. Thank you very much. No, I'm not in Newfoundland, Trinity. I'm in New Brunswick, southwestern New Brunswick. I'm right across from Nova Scotia. We share the Bay of Fundy. Leo's been done. So you have to go back to Bay of Fundy Fortunes main page and go through the videos. Leo's been done. That's for you, Emma. It's under mid-monthly for Leo. It's there. It's the first one I started with because it's Leo's still in their birthday. It was the very first one that I did. You're welcome to Danielle. I don't normally make a practice. I just sit still for a minute and something comes through, Stephen, I'll bring it, but I can't guarantee it. I can't even ask for it. The question has been put out there, so all I can do is it wouldn't surprise me, little Tony's mommy. It wouldn't surprise me at all. When's the best time to visit Canada? Usually in the fall. We have the fall foliage here, and especially in New Brunswick. We get cruise ships that come up from New York and places that far down, Boston, and they come up here for the fall foliage. So then they go along the coast. They all anchor. I see them anchoring right out there, directly lined up with my cove. And you see cameras flashing and this kind of thing. So they have fall tours, I guess, and they come all the way up, and then they head over to someplace else, usually Nova Scotia, kind of a thing. Hi, stars. I'm just wrapping it up. It's for Aquarius tonight. I've done Capricorn before this one, and now it's Aquarius. So this isn't it's not a mini reading. It's the generals. As I still have 5 more to go. I'm trying to get them out tomorrow. Stephen, I just got a very weird image, a very small one, a very subtle, of an older man. He's putting, it looks like a big long piece of wood into, you know those wooden tea boxes, they call them tea boxes? He's outside. It's like he comes through this door, steps outside, and there's a tea box, and he's putting something into the tea box. I don't know if that means anything to you or not, but that's what I'm saying. I don't even know if it's for you. I'm thinking it probably is. I've asked Spirit to bring this by, so I don't know. Yeah, it's just you don't really have to book it. It's just first come, first serve. And I put you in my book, and I put you guys in all in order, is what I usually do, Trinity. You just say, grab my email. It's down below the video window. It's natalietapley.live@.ca, and just send it off, and then I'll send you out the information sheet, the smorgasbord of things to pick from, and what you're comfortable with. Yeah, tea. You know the big wooden tea boxes? They're quite big. They'd be almost what? As high as a yardstick, about 3 feet. 3 feet high. And they're made of a thin wood. Hi, Lizette. Welcome. We're just wrapping up. We're all finished. But you can watch the replay. See, I don't know what that is, Stephen. I don't know. Did Noni look like a grandmother? Because this woman looks like a grandmother, Raga. Well, thank you, Trinity. Good for you, too. Very lucky, little Tony's mummy. Yeah. Are you cross-watching, Cindy? Good. Thank you for being here. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Erica, that you get something out of it anyways. Hey, Dre. The whole town's grandmother. Well, there you go, because that's what I told you. She has grandmotherly look about her. Yeah, he come out, it's almost like he had a storefront. It's like a storefront property. And he's come out to put something into a tea box. It's sitting, like you come out the door and it's sitting right there, outside the door. And he's putting something long, it looks like it's long and wooden. I don't know what it is, but he's putting it in. And it's taller than the box, so it's going to stand up in the box, whatever it is. Very short hair through here, hardly any, but basically bald. Is that your father? Not thin, not overly fat, but he's heavy set. You know, he's got some extra poundage on. Yeah, it might come to you. But that's the setting. It's a daytime setting. It's a whole scene that I'm seeing. It's a storefront. Street level storefront, not big. I don't know. Maybe he was buying some stuff and maybe he was packing it all into this tea box. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out and make out what that wooden item is that's going into the box. And I'm not seeing it. You'll have to come back, Marvin. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, that's what the storefront is then, Stephen. Yes, it is, Erica. It's a good idea. Yes. Wear your crystals even if you don't. I stopped wearing them around my neck for a while because the chains I have aren't real silver. They're just, you know, costume chains. And they were breaking my neck out. So I have not been able to wear my trees of life or any of my other stones that I have. And I got a lot of them. And I can't wear them around my neck. So what I do is I push them down my bra. Whatever I feel like I need that day, they go down there. Problem is I forget at night when the bra comes off. It's like just a rain of rocks hitting the floor kind of thing. I'm going to be doing mini readings probably. Today's Thursday. I'm going to try to get those 5 readings done tomorrow. I'm really going to try hard. So if I get them done in the daytime, I might be able to get a mini reading in for Friday night tomorrow evening. For those of you that want to take advantage of that, all you do is make any size donation to the channel at all, and you get to ask one question. I pull one card for you. So we work through your question, but whatever you fit in. People donate anything from $1.99 right up to $20. Actually, the last reading, which was last night, there's one lady, she just kept donating, and it was a lot. And I've done private readings for her before too, so. Natalia. He had some poundage on him, did he? Yeah, not overly obese, just a full-figured man, you know, a bit of a pouch there. But like I said, really bald on top, and there might be kind of like shaved along, you know, here, and it's all white. It's so light you barely notice it. I see him wearing a shirt with a tie, and then there's like a V-neck pullover sweater, and on top of that another sweater that's halfway zippered up. It's a light color, it's a beige color, and it almost matches the pants that he's wearing identically. But he's coming out, it's a place, like I said, it's like a storefront, so it's got to be a pub, right? And he's coming out and he's putting something in this tea box, and I don't know what it is. And he's connected with that place. Do you really, Dawn? Yeah, I'm going to try to do that for Friday night. I'm really pushing it, I know that. But anyways, as long as I get through the 5 readings without taking up the whole flipping, as long as I get an early start, I'll be able to do the live readings tomorrow. Because I think I'm going, and I'm taking Saturday off. After doing 12 readings like that, and a couple, and there's private readings in between, especially coming after doing the generals like I'm doing now. When you're done, you're really burned out, you're tired. So I'm thinking I'm taking Saturday off and hanging out with a friend for maybe a little bit. So I'm trying to get it done for Friday night, then it's done. And then I can go back on Sunday night and do another mini reading. It's not a big deal. If there are people waiting, I do come back. I know there are people waiting for the next one already. So I can only be myself, Trinity. I don't know how to be any other way. It's just the way I am. Well, I suppose if you go to those money loan places, they sell credit cards like a MasterCard, debit cards, and they just take your money and they put your cash, they take your cash, and then they put the value on the card. They load the card, and then you've got something to pay with. You can shop online. Okay, that's really curious, isn't it, Stephen? It is. And that's just how he come out that door, almost like, where can I use as an example? Because I'm seeing, was there cobblestones on that street as well? I'm not seeing a lot of cobblestones. I'm seeing bits and pieces, smatterings of cobblestones. Okay, Jennifer, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful night. Thank you, Tony. Little Tony's mummy. Okay, Raka. Don't worry about paying me anything. You don't have to worry about that. Not unless you're coming back and you want a professional reading. You want a reading just for you. Or take part of the mini readings and ask a question. And having a card pulled just for you, then that's different. It all runs on donations. So it's whatever you think is fair. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the doorway. And I'm seeing 2 glass fronts. 2 glass fronts and the doorway. But there's a darkness behind the glass. I'm not really seeing much of what's behind it. But I know that it's a storefront of some kind, and it's got 2 glass fronts. And he comes out the doorway, and right here, and he turns immediately right, and there's the tee box. And he does go back in. It's like he's working there. So I don't know. But he's very strongly connected to that place. And you're saying that he actually had a pub. So I should cut this down for an hour and 35 minutes. Oh my God. You're just finishing up sunset? Oh, you're going to love the moon tonight. You're going to love it. Just beautiful. That is crazy, Stephen, but I'm getting a very clear picture. A very, very clear picture. You know what I think is going on? What he's doing is he is just opening up. That's why there's really no lights on inside and there's a darkness. I think he's just opening up and he's setting things that belong outside. Like a sidewalk thing. I don't know what it is, but he's putting stuff out on the sidewalk for his business. And that tee box is there in that big long wooden thing that he puts in it. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I took the laptop out and we were looking at the moon for the Capricorn reading. I think it was Capricorn. It wasn't you guys, was it? It was Capricorn, yeah. I already did it. And yeah, I said to heck with it and just disconnect everything. Took the whole system out there and we were kind of like watching the moon, this sort of a thing. So anyways, guys, it's 1 hour and 35 minutes on a stupid mid-month reading. It's just gone on and on. But at least I can timestamp it. It's 12:33 a.m. here for me. And I'm going to have a big, long, busy day tomorrow. If I'm going to meet my intentions, I have to get some sleep. So thank you very much, Danielle. Letters for the special at the pub. There you go. Could have been a sandwich board. I don't know. There's definitely a tea box there and something going in it, but there's other items as well. Just a couple. A couple of items. Good night, Natalia. Isn't it nice, Dre? It really is, Andrea. You're welcome, Stephen, very much. Good night, Maya. Good night, Aqua Butterfly. Good night, everybody. You're welcome, Stephen. Have a good night. You're welcome, Diana. I hope to see you all back again. And tomorrow I'm going to pick up. Thank you, Rika. And thank you, Andrea. Good night, everybody. If you want a private reading with me, just look below the video window. All the information's there. Grab my email, ship it off. I'll send you out the information pack. If you'd like, you can join us on Facebook as well. It's closed and it's a private group. It's a beautiful place to be. Anybody else, if you're looking for me, I'm usually here, but if I'm not at this time of year, it can be found down below, down at the cove beneath me, below me here. And walking on the beach along the water's edge to bring in the highest, mightiest tides in the whole world, the beautiful and the bountiful, the Bay of Fundy. Please live your life with awareness and accountability. Watch your words, watch your actions, watch your thoughts. You're living under the microscope of the universe and it's taking notes. So behave, baby. Go down below, Natalia. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, if you guys haven't subscribed, if there's any, please do so you won't miss any future, readings from Bay of Fundy Fortunes. Good night, everybody. Thank you very much for being here. I truly, truly, truly appreciate your presence here, and I enjoyed myself tonight. Best wishes to you all, Aquarius. I can't wait to see what September's going to hold, but we'll find out then. We won't get ahead of ourselves. Goodbye for now, everybody. Good night, everybody. Sleep tight. Sweet dreams, peaceful dreams, love and life. Goodbye. Bye, Tree Healer. Bye, Adventure Star. Goodbye, everybody.